Third in the Premier League, rising from adversity, playing good football. Villa Park still a tough place to go. Unai Emery status as one of the best managers in the league is fully intact. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications as I give Unai Emery and Aston Villa the credit that they deserve. Year after year after year, they inflict damage to Arsenal under Mikel Arteta, and they done it again last weekend. A 2-1 win right at the death. Ben Yedder with a calm finish to settle the score, and you saw the celebrations scenes at Villa Park. It was a big win that stretched down their winning run to 7 in a row in all competitions. I think they've won 9 of their last 10 games. You know what's so funny? At the start of the season, Aston Villa was winless in 5, and in 4 of those 5 games, they failed to score a goal. Talks was the squad is stale. They didn't do that much in the transfer window. Unai Emery might have taken Aston Villa as far as they possibly can. That 2-0 defeat against Manchester United last season on the final day stopped them from getting Champions League football. It ended up them being in Europa League, which had people doubting Aston Villa as to what's their aspirations for this season, what they're going to do. But the moment they got their first win of the season against Fulham, that 3-1 win, their season was up and running because they went on to win after win after win after win. And funny enough, their one defeat in their last 10 games in the Premier League was in the hands of Liverpool Football Club. So what you have to say is that is how you rise from adversity. That is how you answer your critics. That is how you perform above your weight in terms of getting the players to play out of their skin. Don't get it twisted. The likes of Konza doing his thing, Matty Cash doing his thing. And you know another thing as well, Aston Villa is actually beating teams. You know, they're beating some tough teams. They're beating Tottenham away. They've beaten Manchester City at home. They've now beaten Arsenal. Also, they managed to let me go through their run of games that they've won, because they've actually beat some very good teams in that run. Let's not get it twisted. They beat some very good teams on that run. They also managed to beat Bournemouth 4-0. That was a whitewash. Brilliant performance. Obviously, a 4-3 win against Brighton away. 2-0 down. They showed mentality. They showed quality to win that game, despite conceding 3 goals. And you have to put Aston Villa in the title race right now. You have to put them in the title race for many people. For me, there's no title race. Arsenal's won it, in my opinion. But the fact that Aston Villa are third in the Premier League, well, I think they're only 3 points behind Arsenal. Listen, and we're in December, Christmas period. You never know. You understand? And Ollie Watkins hasn't been good so far this season. He hasn't been good at all. But Aston Villa has managed to win without him firing. The likes of John McGinn getting up to his levels again. Tielemans proving that technical quality still exists in the Premier League. Morgan Rogers started off the season slow, but he's coming alive now. From the moment that he got his goal against Tottenham, he's gone from strength to strength. And that Aston Villa midfield, like literally, it sets the tempo, their midfield, in terms of physicality, how good they are on the ball, and also like bringing that atmosphere to the Aston Villa fans. You understand? Because with that midfield, anything can happen. Kamara, Tielemans, Onana, blessed with quality on the ball, physicality, football IQ. Listen, it sets the tempo for Aston Villa in terms of high pressing and stuff like that. Also, another thing, the way they play football, especially at Villa Park, they play very good football. Tactically, they can switch it up. Pau Torres, very good ball player of a football. You understand that he's able to progress the ball, open up different passing towards his game, also different passing angles, so he can pass the ball towards to his teammates so they can receive it on the half turn if needed, or receive the ball, nice touches and stuff like that, quick combinations, very direct if they needed to be, counter attack, possession. Come on, man, they can win games in different ways. They can win games. They can win games by coming from behind. They can win games by scoring first. They can win games by set pieces. Just showing different ways of winning football matches. And you have to give full credit to Unai Emery. Full credit to them. And because of that, Unai Emery's won 62 matches for Aston Villa in the Premier League, the most by any Aston Villa manager in their Premier League era, surpassing Martin O'Neill's record. Listen, Unai Emery, the appointment that they made back in 2022 has definitely revitalised Aston Villa as a club. Now, Aston Villa is known for being one of the best teams in the league, one of the most difficult teams to play against in the league. And Villa Park, their record at Villa Park under Unai Emery is staggering. It's actually staggering to say the least. So, yeah, man, full credit has to go to Unai Emery. The players as well, like balling out. And who knows what they could achieve? You understand? And just for history lesson, let's take you through moments where Unai Emery has owned Arsenal under Mikel Arteta. 2021 semi-final of the Europa League. Villarreal, managed by Unai Emery, managed to knock out Arsenal under Mikel Arteta over 2 legs to send them to Villarreal to the final, which they eventually won against Manchester United on penalties. Cool. Another thing, another result that marked Unai Emery's territory over Mikel Arteta. December 2023, Aston Villa on a sensational run of form. They just beat Manchester City midweek up against Arsenal. If Arsenal won, they go back to the top of the Premier League. That did not happen. John McGinn's 5th minute goal settled the difference. Aston Villa won, Arsenal 0, and it stopped Arsenal going top of the league. And 4 months later at the Emirates, the famous one. If Arsenal would have won that game, the league would have 100% been dead. Unai Emery said, not on my watch. Not on my watch. 2-0 win, shattered Arsenal's title dreams. Ollie Watkins' delightful dink, settled the score, 2-0 win, boosted Aston Villa's hopes of finishing in the top 4, which they eventually did, and eventually damaged Arsenal's title aspirations, which eventually happened as they did not go on to win the league. Another result. This year, 2020 January, Arsenal 2-0 up, cruising. Aston Villa said, Unai Emery, nah, you think you're going to win this one? I got something loading for you, man. Tielemans, 2-1. Ollie Watkins, 2-2. Game settled, 2-2 draw. Damages Arsenal again. And now, this time, December 2025, 2-1 win. Arsenal are still top, so by the time the end of the season, it might be the first time where Aston Villa, as Unai Emery's gotten one over Mikel Arteta, but Arteta still managed to win the war, if that makes sense. So, who knows what can happen from now to the end of the season? I believe Arsenal has the league wrapped up. But, listen, all I'm saying is, there's a common denominator. Arteta, Arsenal against Unai Emery. Logically, bad things do tend to happen. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure I get to 300 subscribers before the end of the year. I really appreciate that. And let me know what other teams I should talk about in the comments below. Until then, I'm out. Peace.